So Project Veritas is fast becoming a royal pain in the ass for everybody in Silicon Valley and or media, and they've turned their attention to Twitter. And in fact, they actually have a, quote, senior network security engineer by the name of Clay Haynes actually admitting to some pretty interesting stuff. Now, is this stuff damning and going to cause the end of Twitter? Probably not. But is it damning? Yeah, it's definitely very interesting for a start. So at the end of the day, now obviously this has forced Twitter to come out and actually make a response in regards to this video. We will talk about that after. But what has this guy actually claimed on undercover recordings? So he admitted that Twitter will be willing to share everything from messages, deleted messages, DMs, everything with the Department of Justice. And not only are they actually willing to give this out, that they might actually be doing it. Now, he wouldn't comment on whether there's actually a subpoena at the moment, but it seems like they're willing to give the information regardless of the subpoena. Why is that important? Well, it's actually quite interesting because last year Apple was faced with this exact same inquiry. Now, Apple was actually asked to hand over information on a known terrorist. So now, obviously, the government, I think it was the FBI, wanted to go through and get access to this guy's phone. Now, at the time, Apple actually returned and took him to court, challenged the legal authority. I think it ended up losing in the end. But still, at the end of the day, even after they lost the court, they were still willing to put up a fight to defend this guy's freedom of rights. Now, ironically, at the time, Twitter actually voiced support for Apple in defending themselves against the FBI getting access. So it very much seems that it's, hey, if you're on our side of the spectrum, we'll support you. And if you're not, well, we'll throw you to the wolves. And that's what I meant by that tweet when I sent to Jack. I said this, basically turning around saying, it's kind of interesting that a year ago you're supporting Apple and now you're supporting, well, the FBI or the government. What is it? It's just that, when your agenda suits. I haven't heard back, don't expect to hear back, but at the very least I asked the question.
The other thing too is that we're more than happy to help the Department of Justice in their little investigation.
Okay.
So,
how?
Basically give him every single tweet that he's posted.
Okay.
Even the ones he's deleted.
Okay.
Any direct messages.
Good.
Any mentions. Oh yeah. So it's.
I'm glad that you're doing that. Like something. Something needs to be done.
Yeah.
Well, you should look at junior and senior and see what's in there. You know what I mean?
Have you seen?
There's a reason why we have subpoena process for that very reason.
Okay.
Wow.
But yeah, we can absolutely look at every single message, every single tweet, whatever you logged into, what profile pictures you uploaded, what profile pictures that you thought you were going to do.
Are you working with DOJ currently on that?
I can't comment, and if I knew, I wouldn't comment.
So.
Now, at the end of the day, also they admitted that they can read every single tweet. Whenever you log into your profile picture you uploaded, what profile picture you thought you were going to upload. I don't know what that means exactly. I'll get to that in a sec. But basically everything about your account, your passwords, when you change your passwords, everything. Even the senior network security engineer, Clay Haynes, actually admitted, quote, it's very big brotherish. And this is something that, at the end of the day, is kind of a little bit scary. The fact that they can go through and they can just pick up someone's account seemingly when they want to and just go through and just start reading DMs. Does kind of make you wonder if the staff members at Twitter have to follow some sort of procedure or if they have access to everybody's DMs. Really good question. Jack, maybe you want to hit us up and let everybody know. Now, obviously, at the end of the day, we have the video for that, so we'll play that quickly for you now as well.
So what we can do on our side is actually very terrifying.
Why? It can be terrifying.
We have full access to every single person's account, every single direct message, deleted direct messages, deleted tweets. I can tell you exactly who logged in from where, what username and password, when they changed their password.
Why do you keep it? I guess I don't get that. I'm not in this field, so I don't get why you keep it. Like, who cares?
If we ever get subpoenaed.
Oh, okay.
Mostly law enforcement, and also helps us to detect a pattern of history. It's very, very dangerous.
Okay.
Also, very, very creepy Big Brother-ish.
But guys, yeah, look, they're the videos. That's the major points. I will put a link to Project Veritas in the description below. So obviously you can go and watch it. It's only 8 minutes. You can go through and watch it. This is listed as part 1, meaning there is more to come. Now guys, obviously at the end of the day, after this has all come out, Twitter has actually made a response. And it's basically the equivalent of throwing your employee under the bus. A spokesperson for Twitter told the International Business Times the individual depicted in this video was speaking in personal capacity and does not represent or speak for Twitter. Twitter only responds to valid legal requests and does not share any users' information with law enforcement without such a request. But the biggest, most important thing that came out of this is he's admitted that they actually have a personal bias against Trump, and that it's not just him, that in fact it seems a lot of the people in the office actually have a personal bias against him.
So you're not a Trump lover?
No. I'm a bleeding heart liberal. Yeah, I think it comes with the territory.
So you're hoping that this year goes by fast because of who's in office?
Partially that, partially I'm just glad 2017 went fast.
You're not a Trump lover?
Are you?
No.
On one hand, yes, he's dangerous. I don't like him, and he's a terrible human being, and I want to get rid of him. In fact, we had internal reviews about that, and we were I wasn't the only one that basically said that if we let this maniac, something along the lines of if we let this maniac continue, I'm going to have a hard time finding another job.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I don't like being part of the machine that is contributing to the America's downfall.
Now these are people that literally control his Twitter account. And if you remember a few months ago, Donald Trump's Twitter account was actually deleted by a person who worked at Twitter. It was his last day at work, and he thought he would go out with a bang. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. But he decided to go through and delete real Donald Trump's Twitter account. Now obviously it was fully restored, so no big deal there. But at the end of the day, it just goes to show that this person who went through and deleted the Twitter account isn't alone. There are a few people, at least in the office or that we know of, that have a personal issue against the president, which is fine. Obviously, he's not going to represent everybody. But when they start being able to get into your Twitter account and look at everything that you do, it's kind of a little bit scary, the fact that, yeah. Because, I don't know, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you think this is nothing? Do you think this is something? Does this make you think twice about using Twitter? Or are you thinking, frick this, I'm off to Gab? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. And apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great day and enjoy.